Hello everyone, and welcome to the workout of the third week of my newsletter. We have the water and the mat, so let's start. We stay up and proud, open the chest, keep the tummy in, feet as wide as the hips, pointing straight ahead, and then move up and down the head. We're going to count 1 rep each movement. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to lift one arm on the side. Make sure you open the arm in line with the shoulder, and then roll gently the head to one side. The other. One more time. And one more time. From here, palms facing up. Let's go all the way up and all the way around. 1, 2, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, don't move anything else but the arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, as we did last time, lift one arm up next to your head with the bicep next to your head. Then open your feet, bend them a bit, squeeze the glutes, keep the hips centered, drop on the side and curve your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bend your knees a bit, squeeze the glutes, keep the hips centered, twist only the upper body, swing your arms around. We do 30 times. 8, 9, 10. 20. And 30. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the arms in front. We lift them up. Then what we do, we combine. Last week we did this and this. This week we do from here down, touching on the side. So it will look like this in front. Okay, you can bend the knees if you wish, or keep the legs straight if you have the flexibility. Just make sure not overextend the knees. So that legs have to be straight because your muscles are engaged, not because you're pressing the knees back and you're relying on the joint. You're straightening the leg because you're using the muscles. Okay, so you're adopting the range that your muscles allow. Okay? So up and then down, touch, up, down, touch. Okay? 3, 4, come up by squeezing the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. From here, we're going to do a warm-up by doing some balance. So from here, we stand on one leg, keep the leg straight, and from here, you raise the leg straight halfway. So halfway, you must get there straight. And straight, I mean that the leg has to be locked and the ankle flexed. So you raise the leg until there, straight, and then you pull the knee towards the chest. Straight and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can do this last exercise by holding something with a whole hand, so firmly, or 2 fingers or 1 finger. So you use it as a progression to finally do the movement freestanding. Okay? Balance is exactly like strength. So be consistent, work on it, and you will get balance. Okay? You have to try, and let's say if you're feeling that you're falling, try and save it. Balance is not about being solid like a rock. It's about being supple. It's about adapting to what's happening. Okay? So when you're feeling that you're losing balance, try and hold it. Move your limbs around. Counterbalance where you're falling. And you will see that you will get hold of it. Then we proceed to the next leg. So same thing, again, grab something or stay free. Leg straight, half range, pull the knee to the chest, extend, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Loosen up your legs. Then from here you're going to stand on one leg again. Keep the legs straight. Point always the toes forward. Don't rotate out. And then from here you keep the chest straight. You can also, same approach as before, you can grab something with a whole hand, 2 fingers or 1 finger, just to give you a bit of support, or nothing. And from here, squeeze your glutes and lift the hip up. Now, don't tilt the chest. Feel everything straight and solid. And just move from the hip. 2, 3. Don't swing the leg. Control it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Point forward the toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Ooh. From here, you can hold on to something this time. Put your hands into something. And what you will do, you extend the leg, flex the ankle completely, squeeze the glute and lift, but try not to arch your back, just like the bird dog last week. 1, 2, squeeze the glute. 3, 4, 5, squeeze the glute. 6, 7, 8, squeeze the glute, hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap. 1, 2, 3, squeeze the glute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep it up. I did 1 rep more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Let's just do 15 squats, just to get everything moving. So, 1, squeeze it. 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, get ready for the last one. 15, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands down, knees down. Whew. Fires up the legs. Now we're gonna do some push-ups on the knees before the workout, because we're gonna do some push-ups. So just to prepare and be clear about them. So actually, let's do it like this. So in the workout we have, so it's gonna be 5 rounds. Same approach like last week, minimum of 3, then you can go to 5. Then if you really feel that you want to do more, but always focus on quality. Now, the push-ups will be the second exercise, but I'm going to explain that first. And if you use it first, it's the same thing. So, when we do the push-ups, we can do them on the knees, or we can do it from full plank. So, one thing, if you do them on the knees, I will show you that you need to lift the feet, and that is something that is done on purpose. So you don't put pressure on your patella, but on the femur, okay? So it's not painful. So, we start from a quadruped position, but the knees are slightly behind the hips. If then you have trouble to find this position by being with the knees down, or it's confusing, you don't understand properly in this way, you can start from a plank and then you drop the knees down. But when we do the push-ups with the knees down, we want to always have a straight line from the hips to the knees, so it's effectively a plank. So if here we have a straight line from the feet to the shoulders, this is the same thing. We have a straight line from the knees to the shoulders, to the head, actually. From here, lift the feet up so we stay on the femur. Make sure you're not into a cow position or into a cat position with the hips. And then from here, once you go down, make sure that the elbows go close to the rib cage. Okay, so don't open them out. Another thing, you start from a slight cat position, and then once you go down, your shoulders go into cow. Just the shoulders, not the hips. The hips stay in the same way. Okay, so from a slight cat, cow position just with the shoulders, not with the hips. Just with the shoulders, open, and you go down. You should feel the center of your chest touching the floor. Okay, you look slightly in front. Push the elbows in towards the rib cage and push. Okay, so now to warm up, do 8 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And stop. Relax your arms. Now, in the workout, you're going to do 8 of them, either on the knees or from full plank. The mechanism is always the same. So you use the shoulders in the same way. Everything works in the same way. You just start from the plank. 8 push-ups, then we have 8 and 8, so 8 left and 8 right, single leg assisted squat or split squat. Okay, last week we did balance to split squat. That same split squat. Okay, now we call it a split squat because the body behaves exactly like it would in a squat. So if when I'm squatting, I send the hips back and I sit. When we did last week the balance to split squat, the split squat portion looked exactly like a squat. Okay, but half of it, because the other leg is just giving a bit of support. Okay, now the more weight you transfer and keep on the front leg, the more then it becomes a single leg squat. That's why today I would like you to do more of an assisted single leg squat, because I would like you to have, let's say, 70% of your weight on the front leg. Okay, you can always put a hand on something just to have a bit of a reference, a bit of help. But basically what we do is we stay on one leg, we tilt that the torso forward, then we either put our hand on something or nothing, and then we extend the leg back just enough to tap the floor with the toes. Okay, now most of our weight is here. Now let's say I have probably 80% on this leg. So load the back leg just a bit. So you see that I'm shifting back just a tiny bit. So now I feel pressure on my toes. Okay? Then I start from here, the chest, the torso is slightly inclined forward. And what I do, I sit back on my hip just like a squat. Lift the arms up, and up, squeeze the glute of the front leg. Let me show you from the front. The knee is crucial that when you go down, doesn't drop in, but stays aligned, a bit out or aligned right on top of the ankle and in line with the hip. And then come up. The back foot is always on the tiptoe. All right? We're gonna do 8 on the left and 8 on the right of this. Then we're gonna have 8 tabletop press. So tabletop is this exercise where we look just like a table, okay? And we try to come really up with the hips. Now, the trick here, it's in what you do with the shoulders, okay? So when you start on the ground, so first, where your fingers are pointing will dictate how hard it is, because we have to open the chest, so our arms will rotate along with the shoulders. So with the fingers pointing forward is the hardest, okay? I would suggest that you put the fingers pointing on the side, or you can point them slightly back if you need a little bit more help to open the chest. The most important thing here for me is opening the chest, okay? I've been to workouts in the past where, oh, lift your hips, but the main thing here is really having the chest open. Then if you have the chest open and you can hold it all the way through, then you can squeeze the hips and align them with the shoulders. But if you have the hips all the way up, but you're here, so if I'm here with the hips, no way that I can go up all the way. So you really have to open with the shoulders. It is exactly the same thing of doing a plank. If in plank I'm pushing hard with the shoulders into a cat position, imagine that you're pushing into a cat position the other way around. It's a lot harder, but that's what you want to do. So before going into a tabletop, open the chest, push the shoulders down, then from here squeeze the glutes, and you're going to go up. Then you come down, sit in between your hands, keep the heels pointing on the ground, and up. Push the floor away, squeeze your bicep, squeeze the glutes, and in. If you want to make it a bit harder, you can slide all the way back, keep the heels down, and press the floor and keep the hips up. If you want to make it even harder, you can lift the feet up and you put them down, and you go to a tabletop. Okay? 8 of these. Then, to finish, we're going to do 10 to 20 seconds of hollow hold. So, the hollow hold, we are in this position. Okay, we start on the floor. And then hollow can be done in 3 ways. Okay, can be scaled in 3 ways. Okay, so we can do it either tuck. So, and when we do the one tuck, we want to have the knees together, legs together. In all the 3 versions, okay? Now, the main thing of a hollow position is that, so I don't want you to have space under your back. You see, you will be able to see my other hand here. Okay, you don't want to have space. You want to have no space. So now I'm squashing my low back into the floor and my abs are really active. And then from here, what I do, I pull the knees in, and then I attach my elbows to the knees. Not out. I'm pulling the knees in because of my abs, and I'm going up to tap the elbows on the knees because of my upper abs and the chin to the chest. And I hold this 10 to 20 seconds. Then, if you want to make it harder, okay, you go here, and then from here you just extend the leg. And this is going to be your hollow, half hollow. Okay, half because the arms are in front. legs together, pointing the toes. Full version, you have the arms back. Remember, always crunching the abs, keeping the back flat, shoulders off, legs together. Okay? Do the mid or the full one just if you're really good and you can hold the tuck position for quite a while. So feel strong there, then you go to these two. Okay? And you do this from 10 to 20 seconds. Now, as a cool down, just do your 10 long breaths, but this time instead of doing them lying down on the ground, you can sit down, you cross your legs, you can put a couple of pillows under your bum if you need, if cross leg position is a bit of a struggle for you. So 1 and 2 in case. You cross, you stay straight, and you do 10 long and deep breaths. In this position, make sure that you inhale and inflate your belly, exhale, deflate your belly. Okay, after these 10 breaths, one hand, the right hand on the left knee, and twist. Keep the back hand close to the body. If you go all the way back here, you're not really twisting well. You keep it close, stay up straight and twist. You do the same thing on the other side. Put one hand down, pull your head to the other side, hand down, the head to the other side, and then you're done. Thank you so much for joining this workout as well, and I'll see you in the video for next week's. Ciao, ciao.